I got a good friend. His name's Manny Alvarez, United States combat veteran. He come by this morning. He got a dog box from me. Brought me a flag, right? Black flag. And Manny's always in heated arguments because Manny's a Mexican-American, right? That served our country. And he's for enforcing the illegal immigration laws. And he said, you know, man, we'd be in the back of that personnel carrier. Maybe, he said, I already know. He said, these people that have to go on these raids, they're all suited up at 3 a.m. in the morning. He said, and they're on their way to do the most dangerous part of the job, and that is to go in on a house in the middle of the night. And he said, invariably, like we was back in Iraq and all that back in them days, he said there would be 2 or 3 guys in the back of the carrier praying aloud to Jesus. Oh, God, please don't let these people be armed. I don't want to hurt nobody, and better yet, I don't want to be hurt. I got family and kids. We don't ever want to think about that, do we? We always want to give the lawmen the bad end of the stick. And let's get real, me and Manny both ain't too hip on the police, all right? But how often do we ever think about the fact that there's 2 or 3 guys in the personnel carrier that's praying to Jesus? And I hope this goes well. I'm just doing my job. I don't want them to be armed because I don't want to have to kill nobody. Or better yet, I don't want to have anybody get killed on my team, right? And that's a lot like your mama and daddy, right? When they're sitting in the part of the courtroom where everybody sits, and you're up front, right? And they've got you handcuffed, or maybe they've got you dressed in some type of suit, and that judge is fixing to render sentence on your life. They're praying that judge ain't armed to take your life, right? They're praying it all goes well. They're like, Lord, I understand that there's laws that govern things, and God, I understand that my son or daughter needs an ass whooping right now, but Father, please don't let that judge be armed. Oh, glorious one in heaven that puts the elected people into positions to govern. God, could you just today not let them take my son or daughter's life, and better yet, don't let my son or daughter take theirs. Despite whatever situation, God, I need some justice. I need the laws to be enforced so maybe that it can save not only my son and daughter's life, but better yet, maybe the life of this country. True enough? All right? Because it's the law. That's all they're doing is enforcing it. And if you're not happy with the laws, you need to go run for office and change it. Rather than tear people's stuff up in the street, right? People that have paid money to build their lives, worked their asses off, and you think it's open game or open season to destroy. Now, I've seen that guy in Florida. He said that if you throw a brick at us, right? Governor Florida said, hey, you stand in the roads and try to keep people from going where they want to go. He said, get on the gas. We got you. Hallelujah. Right? And much like the mindset of that people have a right to live in freedom and have things without fear of being destroyed. Get this. Such is the guy that's in the back of the personnel carrier, right? That's going to raid a house, right? He has a right to pray to God to say, man, I don't want these people to be armed. I don't want to lose my life. I don't want to take their life. I just got to serve the law. And such is the same of a mother or dad or brother or sister that's in the courtroom that's watching you get sentenced for drug crimes. Oh God, I respect the law of this nation. I love my son and daughter. But please don't let that judge be armed. And better yet, don't let my son and daughter hurt nobody. And such is the same in the game of illegal immigration and protest. You have a right to protest. Right? But oh God, don't let them hurt nobody. Don't let them be armed. Right? Because now in certain parts of the country, they're armed back and they're tired of it. And they really don't want to hurt nobody. They don't want to file a report. be ostracized in court, be done that way simply because they were doing their job. But we don't ever want to think about that, do we? Fluid English.